Great.
Hello, this is the best of Playboy's party jokes as read by JJ. That's me. This is
That's
from
me.
September 2004, so remember this is right before the presidential election where George W. Bush defeated John Kerry. Remember, by the way, if you came here expecting this video to be something scriptural as from the standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you have to go to the other one, which is BROREADING. Let me start again. I always mess this up. BROGUE, V as in Valley, ARRA, READING. So go to that series of videos and watch those with your kids and get some intellectual stimulation and conspiracy theories about Judas and JFK and go over there. Now, having said that, from this point on, if you have children watching this video, do not let them watch the rest of this video. And do not tell any of the general authorities of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that we're doing this video. Playboy party jokes from September 2004. Now remember, one thing that we have to preface this is that I don't pre-screen these jokes before I read them. Okay, so that would explain somewhat of my flat comedic delivery when I tell these jokes, and also the fact that the person who transcribes these has bad handwriting, and you can't see it on camera, but this thing is almost all black scratch outs on this page. So I took a look at the first joke, and it's a really dumb joke, so I'm going to try to make it a little funnier by impersonating George W. Bush during the joke. Maybe that'll make it a little funnier. Feeling heat from the world community over the absence of weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, Condoleezza Rice asked President Bush, why can't we just plant weapons of mass destruction? Bush replied, we can't plant weapons in Iraq. Nothing grows in the desert. It worked. Let's give Doug a chance to catch his breath. Asthma attack.
That was good. That was a good impression.
Thank you. That's what I should do during 1984. I should do a Bush impersonation every time. Oh, speaking of which, today was the first time I ever saw a British couple, and I told them cheerio. I told them that. They were visiting here from England. They were down in Coronado.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Cheerio.
All right, here we go. What do you call a strip bar owned by Zen mobsters? The Buddha Bing.
The Buddha Bing.
Okay. Pause for laughter.
I'm probably going to laugh at all of them because I'm so drunk and high right now.
A man strolling through the woods one afternoon came upon another man hugging a tree. Ah! Okay, that was more. Hugging a tree. The first man asked just out of curiosity, what are you doing? The man stepped away from the tree and said, I'm listening to the music of the tree. You should give it a try. Well, okay, the first man said, and he wrapped his arms around the tree. The other guy slapped him naked, stripped him naked, stole his wallet and clothes, then left, and 2 hours later, another nature lover strolled by. He spotted the naked man and handcuffed to the tree and asked, what happened to you? He told the guy the whole story. The nature lover shook his head in sympathy, kissed the man on the cheek, and said, today just ain't your day. The waiter asked a diner, may I take your order, sir? Yes, the man replied. I'm wondering, how do you prepare your chickens? The waiter replied, we usually just tell them straight out that they're going to die. That was repeated. Now let me give you an idea that we're doing these all out of order. This is like Quantum Leap. Okay, there's no order to these jokes. We just told that joke about 2 videos ago, but that one was from like December 1991, and this is September 2004. But in our time, we did it in consecutive videos. So Playboy repeated their jokes once every 12, 13 years, but for us, it's consecutive. All right, next. A woman confided to her girlfriend, my ex-husband wants to marry me again. The friend said, how flattering. The woman replied, not really. I think he's after money I married him for. Oh,
women and money.
How do you tell a good guy from a bad girl? No, sorry. How do you tell a good girl? There's bad handwriting here. How do you tell a good girl from a bad girl? A good girl says it's hard to be good. A bad girl says it has to be hard to be good.
Ah.
What is an Australian kiss? The same thing as a French kiss, except down under.
Damn.
Mm.
Should have done it someday.
I'd like to give that to Betty from Riverdale. A stalker. Oh, and speaking of Australia, Peyton Royce from WWE. There you go. I'd like to give her a kiss down under. A stalker died and went to heaven. Okay, there's a joke right there, because stalkers would go to hell. So. A stalker died and went to heaven. St. Peter said, "In today's world, we give you a choice of where you would like to spend eternity, in heaven or in hell. We offer you a chance to sample for a couple of days before making a decision." The stockbroker, this guy's horrible at translating. Okay. So, I thought it was stalker, like somebody chasing, obsessed with women. Okay. The stockbroker spent the first few days in heaven. Everything was peaceful, the people were friendly and polite, but he was a little bit bored. Then he went to hell. The devil himself answered the door. The stockbroker looked around and saw naked women gambling and drugs and liquor. The next 3 days were the best he'd ever had. So he went back up to heaven and told St. Peter, said, "Good luck," and sent the stockbroker back down below. He knocked on the door, and once again the devil answered. The stockbroker looked around. This time there were no women, no gambling, no drinking, and no drugs. Instead, he saw fire and brimstone, torture and despair.
Such like Satan, man. Such like Satan.
He turned to the devil and asked, "What's going on? Why did you lie to me?" The devil said, "You're someone to talk. Yesterday you were a prospect, and today you're a client." That joke should have had a better punchline for such a great build-up to it. All right, next. What will John Kerry do if he doesn't win the election? He'll endorse a new shampoo called Really Big Head and Shoulders.
What was it? John Kerry?
John Kerry.
John Kerry.
2004. The Democratic nominee. All right, here we go. Scientific research recently revealed evidence that female hormones are present in beer. A group of men were given 6 pints of beer. Each 100% of the men. A group of men were given 6 pints of beer each. 100% of the men gained weight, talked excessively without making sense, and became overly emotional. They couldn't drive, failed to think rationally, argued over nothing, and refused to apologize when wrong. All right, let's read that again, but this time I'm going to make it really, really insulting to women. Now that I know what the joke says, I'm going to make it really, really insulting to women. Scientific research recently revealed evidence that female hormones are present in beer. A group of men were given 6 pints of beer each. 100% of the men gained weight, talked excessively without making any sense, became overly emotional, can't drive, failed to think rationally, argued over nothing, and refused to apologize when wrong. There you go. All right, and lastly, what do a sperm and a lawyer have in common? They each have a 1 in a million chance of becoming a human. And this is not from Playboy magazine. I forget where this is from. What's the difference between your wife? No, sorry. What's the difference between your penis and your Christmas bonus? Your wife will only blow your Christmas bonus. Maybe that was Playboy. Maybe that was one of them.
They know all about it.
Incidentally, I may or may not be wearing pants as I'm reading these jokes, so that's up to you to imagine. So, any beautiful ladies out there watching this video, leave a comment. Guys, I don't care about your comments.
Do you still do hero clicks?
My head is kind of hurting. I got hit in the side.
Your hand hurt or
My head?
Oh, you hit your head?
Yeah.
Dude! Well, that's why you should be wearing pants.
How would that protect my head? Oh, yeah, I hit my head. I have a headache.
Ah. So what do you want to do now? You want me to stop the video?
Ow. Yeah, you can stop that.
Okay.
Oh, man. Why do I have to take like the fifth shit in the night?
You got that recorded. You want to say something about that?
Well, this is the inappropriate video, not the appropriate video, so yeah. I took that lactate stuff and I drank a glass of milk, but I'm still having a stomach problem, so it might have been something I ate and stuff.
We did have a huge ass dinner.
We did.
Tell them what we ate.
We had steak, which was New York strip steak. We had macaroni and cheese. We had broccoli and cheese. And we had shrimp.
Oh, there's a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Were you feeling this way before dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, everybody, thank you for participating in the videos. God bless. Keep up with the comedy. Visit our views. Sisters, if your kids are watching this, I'm sorry. I know this goes out to everybody on my friends list. My nieces, if you're watching this and you watch this much, don't drive your mom and dad crazy by watching this and telling them how horrible I am for making these videos. But let's be good girls. I know you're like teenagers now, like 12, 13 years old or something like that. So be good girls and don't pay attention to these videos quite yet. Wait till you're like 17 or 16. All right, bye.